In a time when titans and giants have triumphed over heavens, the gods of Olympus found one way to influence the worlds. Covering their actions with mortals they have empowered with knowledge, presence, and strength. They reach out from behind new souls, each soul made to conceal the true power within. Each soul bound with prophecy by fate. Each soul a mask.
Does anyone want to give Simon an inspiration point to reroll that 8?
Oh,
So
see, where's that stealth?
What happened?
I lose
Boink,
your
boink, boink, boink.
Does anyone have an inspiration point?
I will spend my one inspiration point to pat Rock on the back and go, we got this, buddy.
I would like to turn into an animal.
Oh, you're Snape, that's right. Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
It stopped on 18, glitched, and then rolled again.
I'll let
So
you use
close.
your inspiration point to add enough for this to work.
Okay, I'll just drop the inspiration point. You made it. Okay. Uh-oh.
Hold on. I'm with Val, and I hiss an inspiration.
Okay. Roll
From my-
again, pal.
That should cover it. I'll just get the inspiration point from there and be... Wait a minute. Hang on. I thought we were going to do the thing. Traxigor? Yeah, you said we were going to do the thing. I don't think we need to do the thing. Come on. It was going to be fun. We got it already. I was going to... Roll initiative. What? Roll initiative. Ha! Well, you didn't even roll. Check the combat tracker. Traxigor. I'm an archmage. Archmages arrive precisely when they intend to. I've seen the movie Traxigor. Everyone's seen the movie. Well, cue the introduction. Traxigor, nobody wants to listen to me pretend to talk to me as an NPC from another... Crunch! Introductions! Fine. Guys, it is my mediocre interest to introduce to you a character that was made in the early 80s. Bottom line, Fizban's player and Traxigor's player sat down for a sparring match. Fizban casts Polymorph on Traxigor, and the player loved it. The result was Traxigor, I'm an otter! Ha ha! That's me! Look, I am an archmage and an otter. It's really cool. I cast a witch spell afterwards. I got my intelligence and my wisdom and my charisma all set. And now I get to live life as an otter. All right, look, Traxigor, I'm out of here. You do your thing. It would be my absolute pleasure. I'll try not to keep everybody too long. I call this a whole lot of shit can happen in one round. Wow. Okay, just a little bit more about me. I'm Traxigor. I'm an otter. But I'm also an archmage. Just look at these stats. Challenge rating 12, baby. Oh, yeah. And most importantly, and why I'm qualified to carry on this conversation, I have Time Stop. Time Stop's a spell that, stops time, gives someone a chance to really look at things. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to take a look at the first 6 seconds. So let's get to it. 6 seconds, one round. Well, wait a minute. 6 seconds. Hang on. Is that right? Yeah. A round represents 6 seconds in the game world. Okay. But 6 comes up in another spot too. There are 6 categories for the difficulty classes. Everywhere from very easy to nearly impossible. Luckily, I'm capable of the nearly impossible, as illustrated on the combat tracker. But let's not worry about how I got a 31. Let's move on from there. The point is, there are 6 difficulty levels and 6 seconds. Most people aren't going to roll between a 26 and a 30, but if they did, they'd be moving in that first round of combat. It's nearly impossible to be ready for this. There's almost no clues that it's about to happen. This is like the moment the DM said roll initiative. But sometimes people can get up there. 21 to 25, or the second second of combat. This is very hard to act with purpose, at least. The slightest hesitation, you're going to lose that second. But what if we were talking about 16 to 20? 16 to 20 is the third second of combat. It's hard to act this fast, but it can be done. The fourth second of combat, or 11 to 15, is the medium range. This is where most combatants have an idea that things are happening. And then we have the other ones, 6 to 10. This is the fifth second of combat. It's pretty easy to make this roll. Okay, combat, because, hey, look, combat, it's over there. I'm going to take a look at that. And then there's the, I'm sure there's a word for it. I believe this natural one over here kind of illustrates it. Yeah, that's the 1 to 5, that 6 second of combat, which is very easier. I wasn't ready. You know how we're going with that. Wait a minute, where's our players? Okay, so we learned that nobody really did anything before initiative count 21. What happened next? During the third second of combat, the 16 to 20 mark, Steel Defender starts to levitate and starts to go up that cliff. Val casts Levitate and starts to climb up the cliff. Rock jumps flies 120 feet from one spot to another. And Hero takes his Vorpal Cipher and he misses. But that's what happens. And that's not really everything. I mean, there was a water weird that was heading towards Loon, about a third of its movement. And that wraps up the third second of combat. Can you imagine? So I dragged this out for the first full round of combat, and it could take a really long time to explain it all. But what if we were to just look at the initiative count 1 through 5, the 6th second of combat? Well, at that moment, Simon here has got a 4 for his initiative, so that's between 1 and 5, and he's decided to move 25 feet across the way. He's going to move his movement over to water. But at exactly the same time, the Steel Defender is starting his attack. Val is climbing up at half speed. He's got 15 feet of movement to walk up there. The water weird at this point has not only grappled Loon, but then Zal told him to put him down, so he put him down, and then he didn't take an action to put him down, so the water weird just got lost because that's what Zal told him to do. The Rock is still doing his multi-attack cleave and killing off Knight 59 by this point. Zal is still using his action to use the Ring of Water Elemental command, even though the Elemental has already put Loon down. He's still using. That's how it works. It's like, and then Angelina ready direction, so she hasn't even shot yet because the Hook Horror hasn't even gotten to Brother 16 yet, so she's just readied. Loon has used his action to channel Divinity Knowledge of the Ages, gaining acrobatic proficiencies. He hasn't even started climbing yet. Hero's running 30 feet across the beach. I think there was a couple knights in there that were attacking. One of them had a multi-attack spear and hit twice on the defender, and the other one missed the rock a couple times. And then finally, the Hook Horror is still moving up to the top before it even has a chance to. And that all happens at at the same second. If you wanted to break up the decaseconds, I guess you could go half. I don't even want to talk about that. That's a lot of work. When you hammer it out this way, you can see how everybody's doing something at the same time. It's pretty interesting. The 8th second, things to change a little bit, and then on the 9th second, Val gets his second turn. Now, I've done all the math up until and including second 12, but don't really want to get into it too. This is really long-winded as it is. If you'd like additional information, you can contact me at trextador.com. Make sure you turn the bell notifications on. Okay, go play your game. Have a great day.